Hey, adrenaline junkies. Welcome to Mind Rush. Get ready to dive into heart-pounding chases, jaw-dropping action, and the most thrilling moments caught on camera. Let's get your heart racing. Shawano County, Wisconsin, December 8th, 2024. A deputy is heading to a call when a black sedan in front of him suddenly takes the same exit, turns the same direction, and then floors it like it thinks it's already being pulled over. The deputy wasn't even after him yet, but the driver basically volunteers himself, hitting 104 miles per hour and forcing the deputy to call out a pursuit as the car holds steady over 100 miles per hour.
I copied you. Are on the phone with Pulaski?
Affirmative.
Copy. Copy, northbound on Main. Copy, Cedar 30, westbound Park.
Once they reach Pulaski, the sedan slows to around 70 miles per hour, makes a few quick turns, and then gets greeted by the most dedicated citizen in town, someone who throws a pumpkin at the fleeing car. Brandon keeps going, blows a stop sign, and runs straight into a dead end, cutting through a driveway and plowing across multiple backyards. He crosses a ditch, crushes a small walking bridge, almost gets stuck, then bounces back onto the road before blasting through more stop signs and briefly cutting across a church parking lot.
Can you tonight? Copy, the vehicle stopped. Copy, he's stopped. He's taking over. Dispatch Pulaski 9. 513, 16 miles south. He needs to come back. Copy, 537. On the road.
Call 534 and see if you can check on first.
513, 56.
Copy.
Copy, he's on Oak Brook.
At this point, it's painfully clear this guy isn't stopping for anyone. He's driving like he genuinely believes every felony he collects is unlocking a new superpower. Meanwhile, the charges are stacking so fast behind him it looks like he's crafting his own villain origin story. Badly. Even the troopers are probably thinking, go ahead, bro, keep going, the judge is gonna love this playlist.
513.
Shawano County and see if they can handle that alarm at research now.
Shawano, he's passing vehicles on the right mountain gravel, still southbound at 32, coming over the 29 overpass.
Copy, still southbound, passing on the right, coming past overpass.
He's going to be heading eastbound 29 now.
Eastbound Highway 29.
Shauna, see if you can get Oneida or Brown. We're coming in Oneida now. Shauna, we'll be taking a double F exit. He's giving up, he's giving up.
Copy, taking double F exit, and he's stopping.
Show me your hands! Turn off the car! Do not move, do you understand? With your left arm, open the door. Get out! Get out!
I have to take my seatbelt off.
Face away from us, drop your phone. Take 2 steps to your left. Walk back. Yep. Stop! Do not move, do you understand?
Brandon eventually returns to the highway and finally stops on an exit ramp with both hands out the window. Deputies conduct a high-risk stop, take him into custody, and confirm the car is empty. After a 25.8-mile pursuit, nothing illegal is found on him or inside the vehicle. He's transported to the Shawano County Jail and later found guilty of vehicle operator fleed a salute officer, second-degree recklessly endangering safety, misdemeanor bail jumping, and failure to stop at a stop sign. The sentence: 4 years in prison, 6 years extended supervision, $3,885 in fines, and a 6-month license revocation. Charges: vehicle operator flee elude officer second-degree recklessly endangering safety misdemeanor bail, jumping failure to stop at a stop sign. From a panic accelerate moment to dodging pumpkins and tearing through backyards, Brandon turned a routine drive into a 25-mile disaster tour. The chase ended on an exit ramp, and the next stop was prison. On March 9th, 2023, a trooper spots a silver rental sedan on I-295 with tint so dark it looks like it's actively hiding from the sun. He pulls it over, and the driver, Cabrecia Caldwell, is shaking, spilling coffee, and digging for her rental paperwork like she's doing a blindfold challenge. Backup arrives with a K9. Officers ask her to step out, and instead of cooperating, she reaches into a bag, hesitates for a moment, and then suddenly drops the whole act, throwing the car into drive and launching herself back onto I-295.
Hey, George, I just had one take off from me. She got something in here. Like, what was that?
She grabbed something in the handbag, and she was texting somebody.
George, I'm 295 is all right.
That's what I was about to want. 11 months ago, myself and that 28 to 31, vehicle, 28 years, Alpha Sierra 1, Quebec picture, Bravo 55, she's reading something come up with 0. Suspect 4, we are going to be westbound on Collins. Westbound on Collins. We're going to be pulling into
Hey, she didn't get out of this plaza.
Collins Crossing, the one that comes out.
Once she hits the interstate, Caldwell starts weaving through traffic like she's testing every lane to see which one gives her better Wi-Fi. She jumps lanes, cuts gaps too tight, hugs the shoulder, and turns the rental into an unwilling stunt vehicle. Cars scatter out of her way as troopers close in from behind, keeping the pressure on while she treats the highway like an obstacle course.
First one's in possibly 0, and they took off. Single accident female from Alabama coming to Jack, pin it around. vehicle description. Silver Florida Camry, 6528. 65. AF11QV. Coming up close over. We can have some units on 103rd. I'll let you know if she's going towards 103rd or over. 26, 1028 and 11QV comes back to a gray colored Chrysler. AS11QV. QH on my central field, if I get a chance. Chipper, going to this side yard. Are you stopping on Overbridge? That's my parking lot. Yeah, going through the Target parking lot. I'm slowing down. We're at 15 miles an hour. She's on the sidewalk.
Units close in as Caldwell speeds down the interstate. After a short but dangerous pursuit, troopers box her in and bring the vehicle to a stop. She's removed from the car, detained, and the officers clear the area, securing both Caldwell and the rental that definitely didn't sign up for this kind of trip. Inside the vehicle, troopers locate the bag she was reaching for, and charges are prepared based on the pursuit and refusal to obey commands, charges fleeing and attempting to elude, resisting without violence, failure to obey lawful commands, improper window tint, initial stop, reckless driving. A simple tint, stop turned into a full-speed sprint down I-295, fueled by nerves, coffee spills, and a very bad decision. The chase ended with Caldwell in custody and FHP wondering why a rental car seems to cause more drama than a sports car. January 30th, 2025, Fort Worth, Texas, around 4:17 p.m. Lake Worth officers pull over a vehicle for a basic traffic violation. Everything is calm for about 3 seconds, until the driver, 35-year-old Nicholas Sides, suddenly floors it and turns the stop into a pursuit. Officers jump back in their units as he rockets away, already setting the tone for what's coming next. Sides tears through Lake Worth neighborhoods before losing control and crashing straight into someone's backyard like he just discovered the world's worst shortcut. Before officers can even open their doors, he steps out and immediately opens fire, forcing them behind cover.
Shots fired, shots fired. Here, Harley.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
Drop it!
Drop it!
Here! Don't do that! Don't do it, sir! No! Don't do it! Don't do it! Here! Don't do it! Please give it up, sir! Come on, we can work with detectives, dude! We can work with detectives! Hey, stop walking towards us! Come on, back. Come on, man! No, we don't want to!
I don't want to do that!
No.
I don't want to do that.
Dude, you're not in that much trouble. Drop it. No. It's just evading, dude. Come on.
Come on, man.
Drop it.
Commands fly, but he ignores all of them, gets back into his car, presses a gun to his own head, and drives past officers, starting pursuit number 2. This chase ends at a house on Skyline Drive, where he runs inside and barricades himself. SWAT and crisis intervention move in, setting a perimeter, while Sides escalates the situation even further by setting off fireworks inside the home.
Forward 911, what's the address to the emergency?
I'm the guy having a standoff with the police.
I'm sorry, what's going on?
I'm having a standoff with the police.
Okay. Why are you having a standoff with the police?
It's a long story, but it's happening. And I'm trying to get a hold of my mom. She was in the house. I let her out so that she could go be with the police.
Okay.
And now they won't let me call her. I want to talk to her because they're SWAT here to kill me. So I'd like to talk to my mother. They won't let her answer the phone.
Okay. Listen to me. I need you to stay on the phone with me, okay? Hang on 1 second. Don't go anywhere. All right? Okay. Stay calm. Just be with me, all right? I'm going to try to help you out, all right?
Stay calm. SWAT team to come in here. They're strapping on the front yard.
They're doing what?
The SWAT team is going to come in the house to kill me.
Okay, well, don't try to comply with what they're telling you to do.
No, I'm not doing that. That's the issue. I'm not going back to prison for the rest of my life. I'll fucking kill myself first.
Do not keep moving forward. We need you to drop the gun. Stop. Do not move. Nick, drop the gun, Nick.
Hours later, Sides steps outside with a gun still pointed at his head, refusing every command. SWAT hits him with 40mm less lethal rounds in an attempt to stop him safely, but he responds by firing multiple shots toward officers. A Fort Worth SWAT officer fires one round, striking Sides in the torso. Officers immediately render aid and rush him to the hospital, where he is pronounced deceased. No officers or civilians were injured. Charges. Since Sides died, these would be the primary charges tied to his actions. Aggravated assault on a peace officer, multiple counts. Felony fleeing, attempted capital murder of a peace officer, deadly conduct, evading arrest with a vehicle, discharging a firearm in a habitation, unlawful possession of a firearm. What started as a simple traffic stop turned into 2 pursuits, a backyard crash, a barricade situation, fireworks inside a house, and an armed confrontation. For responding officers, it was hours of chaos. For Sides, the standoff ended with SWAT intervention and a fatal exchange of gunfire. June 3, 2024, Interstate 4, Florida. Traffic is rolling normally when a burgundy sedan rockets past Trooper Kano at 112 miles per hour. Like the driver decided speed limits were more of a suggestion, Kano swings out of the median, locks the radar, and quickly realizes the guy is weaving through lanes, cutting traffic, and treating I-4 like it's an audition for Fast and Furious. Orlando drift lights come on, sirens hit, and the driver floors it instead of stopping.
Copy, 434, light traffic, what's the speed?
Westbound main line, approaching 436, light traffic.
Copy, approaching 436, light traffic, over 120.
What are you driving for, Nick?
passing on your left.
The chase pushes past 120 miles per hour. The sedan nearly wipes out multiple cars and even smacks a white box truck at one point before continuing like nothing happened. Troopers line up behind him while he makes wild movements inside the vehicle, the kind that usually mean something stupid is about to happen. As units tighten formation, one trooper positions up front just long enough to slow him down. The perfect setup.
276.
We're almost at 91.
You're cutting off.
Sitting 87. We're going to have to 88, so we'll be up to 87 in a little bit.
Copy, passing the 88 with speed.
At this stage, it was clear the sedan would give up before the driver's ego did.
Traffic a little bit more moderate, but it's still favorable.
Sure, 1032 traffic. That's the form, you requested all that. I copy to 1020.
The 86.
Troopers stop Wilfred Ruiz after a 120-mile-per-hour chase in a pit that slams him into a wall. He tries ramming deputies, swallows drugs, and needs multiple Narcan doses. His car is full of cocaine, stolen IDs, scales, and baggies. Charges felony fleeing, leaving a crash, reckless driving, no license, probation violation, cocaine possession, intent to sell, tampering with evidence, drug paraphernalia, fraudulent IDs/credit cards, and speeding 40+ over. A simple speeding stop turned into a high-speed chase, a pit, Narcan hits, and a stack of felonies Ruiz couldn't outrun. Atlanta, Georgia, July 5, 2024, just after 2 a.m. Cobb County is chasing a wanted suspect on I-285 and calls in Atlanta PD's ACE unit. The driver already rammed a cruiser and is still ripping down the highway like he's speed-running felonies.
Send over me again, approaching Cascade. Hit the median. Traffic hit, still rolling. Traffic hit, still rolling, approaching Cascade.
APD moves in as the suspect bails toward the tree line, but officers close the gap fast. A quick taser deployment drops him before he can disappear into the woods, and he's taken into custody without further drama. Charges: aggravated assault on law enforcement, felony fleeing and eluding obstruction, multiple traffic violations, a pursuit, a pit, a foot chase, and one taser later. The night ends with cuffs instead of speed. For Sharp, the run didn't last long. For APD, it was just another early morning assist on I-285. December 19, 2023, a St. Johns County deputy calls for backup on I-95. A blue Cadillac tied to a grand theft case is cruising south near mile marker 312, and the sheriff's office wants extra eyes before making a stop. An FHP trooper rolls up, spots the Cadillac, and as soon as lights flip on, the driver reacts the only way guilty people ever do: stomp the gas and pretend the patrol cars behind them don't exist. The trooper takes the lead, sirens blazing, and the chase jumps from possible traffic stop to full pursuit in seconds. The Cadillac bolts down the interstate, weaving between lanes, pushing speed, and forcing troopers to stay tight. Traffic is moving, units are calling out positions, and the Cadillac keeps stretching distance like it's late for a job interview. It definitely wouldn't pass. No details spoiled here. Just know the trooper is waiting for the moment when the Cadillac finally runs out of skill or luck, whichever quits first.
It's not worth it.
The moment arrives. Troopers close the gap, pressure the suspect, and seize the opening. A controlled takedown brings the Cadillac off the roadway and to a final stop. Deputies swarm in, pull the driver out, and place him in cuffs without further fight. Inside the car, evidence tying him to the grand theft investigation, plus the usual signs of someone who should not have been running from law enforcement in the first place. Charges grand theft, fleeing and attempting to elude, reckless driving, failure to obey lawful commands, speeding driving without due regard for safety. From backup request to full pursuit, this Cadillac driver turned a simple stop into a high-speed sprint down I-95, but Florida troopers don't lose many races. The chase ended with a takedown, a stack of charges, and one Cadillac that definitely won't be driving anywhere for a while. Talbot County, Georgia, May 28, 2021. A trooper clocks a gray Nissan Altima blasting down State Route 96 at over 100 miles per hour. He pulls it over and immediately sees a baby in the back seat, and a driver who admits his license is suspended. Before the trooper can get him out of the car, the driver looks at the passenger, grabs the shifter, and takes off with his hazard lights blinking like it makes running okay. The Altima hits 110 miles per hour, weaving past cars, crossing the median, and even rolling into oncoming traffic with a baby still in the back seat. The trooper stays locked on him as he cuts corners, squeezes between traffic, and pushes deeper onto State Route 22. When traffic finally opens up, the trooper sets up for a controlled stop.
Over. Westbound. with it. Oh, it's up. It's well there. Yeah, well, we're trying to. Yesterday's here, location number.
Hello. Route 22. Gonna be at 5.
For nothing, shingled.
Don't send me small units.
A clean pit maneuver spins the Altima across the median in both lanes before it crashes onto the shoulder. The woman jumps out first. The driver crawls out the passenger side, shaking, and says he only ran because he was scared. Paramedics check the baby, deputies lock down the scene, and once the driver gives his real name, Antoine Barnes, everything makes sense. Suspended license, robbery warrant, theft warrant, probation violation, and several holds waiting for him. He's cuffed and taken straight to jail. Charges: felony fleeing, reckless driving, speeding 100+ miles per hour, driving on suspended license, providing false info, child endangerment, plus multiple outstanding warrants. A routine speed violation turned into a dangerous 110 miles per hour pursuit with a baby in the back seat. The trooper stopped the chase before things turned deadly, and Barnes ended the night with a pit maneuver, a stack of warrants, and 0 excuses. December 8th, 2022, troopers get a call about a possibly drunk driver on I-440 who's all over the roadway and nearly hitting other cars. Moments later, Trooper Escamilla spots the vehicle drifting from lane to lane, and then straight toward the shoulder where he's parked. Lights go on, siren hits, but instead of stopping, the driver eases onto the shoulder, slows down, and then casually wanders right back into traffic as if the patrol car behind him is imaginary. The vehicle sways across every lane like it's sampling the whole interstate. Trooper pulls up beside him hoping for eye contact, but Baxley gives him the classic blank stare forward, the universal sign for "I am definitely not okay to drive." The car taps a bridge wall, keeps rolling, drifts onto the shoulder again, and the trooper finally sets up for the safest option. Near mile marker 13, Trooper Escamilla hits a controlled pit maneuver, spinning the car into the concrete median where it stops completely dead. Commands start flying, but Baxley still won't look at anyone and appears totally disoriented. Troopers smash the rear window, then the driver window, unlock the door, unbuckle him, and help him out of the vehicle. He's evaluated by EMS, smells strongly of alcohol, and admits he only had one beer, which, judging by his driving, must have been about the size of a small aquarium. Charges reckless driving obstruction, fleeing driving while intoxicated, failure to maintain control, refusal to submit to arrest, from drifting across all lanes to plowing into a bridge to ignoring a fully lit patrol car. Baxley earned himself a very intentional pit and a very unintentional window-breaking extraction. For ASP, it was a clean stop. For Baxley, it was one beer, one pit, and one expensive day in court. Lansing, Michigan, April 9th, 2025. Around 4:30 p.m., Livingston County deputies try to stop a stolen BMW X5 speeding eastbound on I-96 near Latson Road. Instead of pulling over, the BMW shoots forward like it's allergic to the brake pedal, weaving through traffic at over 120 miles per hour and bouncing off other cars like a pinball. What begins as a simple stop instantly turns into a full-speed interstate disaster.
Clear the construction lane at 1639. There's a mistake, like 1640.
13 Coming down the ramp.
Going into the city. Left lane, you almost lost it.
Going open the yard, 1643.
I think you just ran the sheriff car.
Yeah, 13's with him. It's like, I'll call it 35. He's going over Spencer. He's bumping.
There, he's going over Spencer. 13 in there, fair play back calling, 1640 go.
Yeah, I'm ringing for you now. Going westbound, that kind of thing.
They're about 3 kilometers down, this is calling, 1645.
The BMW keeps slicing through lanes, pushing gaps that aren't really gaps, and slamming into at least 6 vehicles along the way. At one point, the suspects start throwing guns out of the windows, one firearm landing right on the interstate like it's being returned to Amazon at high speed. Deputies stay behind them while traffic scatters, watching the SUV leave a mess across both highway and city streets.
Looks like we're exiting off at 104, exit 104, getting off.
Exiting at 104, getting off at 1706. I'm starting approaching another intersection.
Just got on the car, another car on Jolly.
The chase ends at Jolly Road and Cedar Street, where the stolen BMW runs a red light and crashes head-on into another car. Deputies move in fast and take all 5 occupants, 15 to 19, into custody. The 19-year-old driver faces multiple felonies. 1 passenger is jailed on a bond violation, and the 15-year-old goes to juvenile detention. 2 suspects who ran are still being tracked down. No serious injuries, but the BMW is totaled. Charges: felony, fleeing and eluding possession of stolen vehicle, reckless driving, hit and runs, firearm possession, endangering passengers, a stolen SUV, 120 miles per hour dodging, tossed guns, and a head-on crash, all from 1 attempted stop. Atlanta, Georgia, around 12:39 p.m. Atlanta police responded to an armed break-in on Lakeview Drive. A citywide bolo went out, and a few hours later, APD's ACE unit spotted the suspect vehicle on Interstate 20 eastbound. When officers tried to stop it, the armed suspects fled, triggering a full police chase.
We're still rolling. We'll be in pursuit 20 eastbound. 50-1, copy. What does traffic look like? Traffic's medium. Speeds right now 71, 16, setting up for a pit. No good. Still 20 eastbound. Speeds are over 90. Medium traffic. Pit.
Pit.
Send it, Jazz, I got it. Send it. Second pit.
Send it, Jazz, I got it. Send it. Second pit. Stand by, box in. They're throwing guns out. Box them. Watch out, Jazz.
APD ended the pursuit after 2 pit maneuvers spun the suspect vehicle out, detaining all 5 occupants. The driver, Elijah Boyd, was arrested for fleeing. Raquarez Tompkins was charged as a felon in possession of a firearm and taken in on a warrant. Marquavius Walker was arrested on a separate warrant. The remaining 2, Weidman and Seaborn, were held for investigation. Officers recovered all discarded guns, including 1 confirmed stolen charges, fleeing and eluding firearm by convicted felon, plus DeKalb warrant, outstanding warrant, detained pending investigation. A midday break-in turned into a multi-mile chase, 2 pits, and the recovery of several tossed guns, all wrapped up without injuries. Bayfield County, Wisconsin, July 29, 2024. A deputy is responding to a call about a vehicle that plowed into a light pole when he suddenly spots a black Chevy Impala rolling toward him, front end smashed, driver in the wrong lane, and traffic swerving to avoid the world's slowest demolition derby. As soon as the deputy attempts a stop, the Impala keeps cruising straight toward oncoming lanes like nothing is wrong, ignoring lights, sirens, and every rule of the road.
221, 234. I'll be setting up spikes at 4th and Bayfield Street by Memorial Park.
Okay, 10-4.
I was trying to stop all traffic that's going northbound to avoid any head-on coming through the detour.
10-4, I received another call about this. The witness said it was a black Impala that did hit the light pole.
10-4. 234 units. I'm slowing down for spikes.
Spikes are ready. What?
The Impala continues drifting through the wrong lane, forcing drivers to dive to the shoulder to avoid becoming bonus damage. Deputies move in from different angles, and spike strips are deployed ahead. The suspect hits them, tires shred, and the vehicle finally rolls to a stop, making it very clear that this guy was never planning to stop on his own.
Three tires hit.
If you look at that, I'm going about 20 miles an hour.
Okay, we're stopping. High risk stop.
of the car! Show us your hands! Get inside! Get inside! Go away! Get inside! Get your hands up! Get them up! Get your hands up! Get them up! Get them up now! Show us your hands! Get your hands up in the air! Listen to us now!
Turn around! Face away from me! Keep your hands where I can see them!
I got the car. Get out of the way!
Walk back toward me! Backwards! Now! Alright, stop! Keep your hands where I can see them! Don't move! Stop! Turn around.
Deputies conduct a high-risk stop and order the driver, later identified as Francis, out of the vehicle. He complies slowly and tells officers he has 2 prosthetic legs, which explains the delayed exit but not the rest of the chaos. During the search, deputies find a small silver container with a white powdery substance that later tests positive for methamphetamines. Francis appears disoriented with clammy skin, so EMS is called, but he's cleared medically and consents to a blood draw. After being taken to the hospital and medically cleared, Francis is transported to jail. Once awake enough to talk, he claims he swerved to avoid another car and then hoped he wouldn't hit anyone while driving the wrong way. He says he didn't see the lights or hear sirens until the very end, a statement that didn't do him any favors. His blood test later shows 260 nanograms per milliliter of tramadol, an opioid sedative, which explains the dazed driving but not the decision-making. Charges vehicle operator, flee elude officer, OWI, third offense. From striking a light pole to cruising the wrong lane at highway speeds, Francis turned a simple crash into a full pursuit, complete with spike strips, meth in his pocket, and a hospital visit. In the end, he was sentenced to 75 days in jail, 12 months of probation, and one very expensive reminder that driving on tramadol is not a life hack. Van Buren, Arkansas, November 5th, 2025. Just after 12:45 a.m., Drug Task Force agents spot a dark Toyota Tacoma flying down Dora Road and drifting across lanes. Van Buren PD moves in for a stop, the truck bolts, and the chase pushes toward Rena Road. By the time it hits Highway 59, ASP joins in, and the Tacoma is still running hard.
We are going to be southbound on 59, staying down the lead. Got him. Go Penny.
Force was on secondary, he's going over to TBI. TBI. TBI, Fort Smith. Penny, Logan, Penny.
Near the I-40 access road, the trooper moves in and hits a precise TVI, spinning the Tacoma to a stop. The driver, Samson Espinoza, is pulled out clearly intoxicated. He refuses a breath test, slurs through questions, and even urinates on himself during the stop. At the jail, he refuses his rights form and the chemical test. On top of this pursuit, he's already the same man who earlier forced into a home and pointed a shotgun at a 14-year-old before being fought back by a teenager. Now he's facing DWI fourth and another list of charges. Charges: felony, fleeing DWI, speeding, reckless, driving. No insurance, no seatbelt driving while DWI suspended refusal to submit to chemical test. Failure to stop at red light driving left of center. A short chase, a clean TVI, and a driver stacking new felonies on top of old ones. For ASP, quick resolution. For Espinosa, it's simple. The truck stopped and his night kept going straight into custody. Thanks for riding the adrenaline wave with us here at Mind Rush. If you're hungry for more heart-pounding action and edge-of-your-seat excitement, don't go anywhere, because we're just getting started. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more mind-blowing moments coming your way soon.